So we are all packed up again and ready to go back to the town of Homun. And the cool thing about this place is that there are more than 200 cenotes all around here. So we're gonna head back and we're going to make sure that we explore as many as we can. And actually the fun fact is there are more than 6,000 cenotes in Yucatan. So there's a lot to explore. Let's go.
Continuing our adventure around the Yucatan Peninsula, we are headed from our not-so-secluded campsite to the town of Homun, and into one of the many cenotes that inhabit the Ring of Cenotes State Geohydrological Reserve.
You gonna go in with your t-shirt?
Yeah. We decided on this one, Canunchen, mainly due to the price, 100 pesos per person, and the reviews, which were all positive. Also because there are pools, showers, and hammocks here to enjoy.
I think we made a good choice between the 200 cenotes that they have in this town. This is the first one. Really good choice.
And unlike the cenote we visited in Coba, this one has a bit more opening for oxygen. The best way to stay cool in this crazy heat, these cenotes stay at a comfortable temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, 10 degrees cooler than the air outside. When the sun shines down from the cracks in the ceiling, they leave such an impression in the water and in your memory. The water is so clear, the sun rays easily reach the bottom of the 10-meter water. Life jackets are mandatory in some cenotes, like this one. And while we found that a little annoying at first, we actually enjoyed the ability to swim with incredible ease. The underwater world is a bit lifeless, and in its own way, can be very mysterious. Let us know in the comments what cenotes you've been to, or if this is something you would do, or wouldn't do.
Well, it's midday, and as per, it is almost 40 degrees. So, we're in the truck, headed to the city of Merida, with the AC on full blast. So, let's go.
Another tope. Yep. Yep.
From our cenote adventure in the quaint city of Homun, we are changing it up and heading to the large city of Merida, on the northwest part of the Yucatan Peninsula. Merida is huge, the biggest city we've been to since our time in central Mexico. Merida has a population of over 1.2 million and appears to be very modern, especially for a Mexican city. We learned that cruise ships with 5,000 tourists show up to this area twice a week, and luckily we aren't here on one of those days. And despite that influx of tourists, it's still a very busy and energetic city.
Currently in the Mayan market in Merida, and apparently it represents 450 different families in the area, selling all sorts of items, all made from natural material. Really, really interesting.
Yeah, beautiful area here too. We have been craving pizza for more than 4 months now, ever since we got to Mexico. I don't know why, but we've been craving it so badly. So finally, we are in Merida and we found the cutest, smallest pizza place. I'll show you where we are right now. Right over there.
First pizza in Mexico. We're in Merida at an amazing spot. Can't wait to eat this pizza, it looks so good. It's a traditional Mexican pizza, I guess? I don't know. I'm just excited.
Yummy.
I'm not gonna lie, Yucatan doesn't have very good overland spots. We're here in the center of Merida and had an amazing sleep. Music until 2 a.m. and you know, people just walking around and stuff. Looking forward to moving out of here later today when it gets 1,000,000 degrees and we're in the AC.
It didn't take long for the temperature to rise, so we made the short drive to the coast and to the small city known as Progreso.
Made it to the town of Progreso from Merida, about half an hour. We've almost already got into a couple of accidents and we've seen one or two, so a little scary here. Drivers are a little mad, but there's apparently a pier at the end on the ocean that takes an hour and a half to walk down. Apparently it's for the cruise ships. Gonna go take a look at that. I don't know if we're gonna walk it though. So we came to the beach here in Progreso because today was supposed to be super hot, and it still kind of is.
Yeah.
The beach is supposed to be a little cooler, but so far it's not. But at least we got view on the ocean.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. I like it.
White, sandy beaches as far as you can see on the Caribbean coast.
Is it nice?
It is so nice. Oh, feel that? Could be cooler even.
Oh! Water's not cold.
Not cold.
Progreso is made for tourists, and there are a lot of them here, mostly from the massive cruise ships docked in the water. But that doesn't stop the locals from going about their daily lives though.
Look at the fish we caught.
Not bad, eh?
We'll be eating from that for months.
Despite the fact that this is where we are and what we've been doing, this is not our style of travel. We will get back to remoteness, peace, and quiet once again. But for now, we will enjoy this experience as we probably won't be back to this busy part of Mexico. But we are moving pretty slow, and it's never a bad time to open up a cold beverage.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. We're on the beach, drinking beers. This place is busy.
Never fear, wherever you go, you can always find locals hustling interesting trinkets, like this man with a conch on his head. And we only stay for a single drink, because it's time to move on from one sandy spot to another, and this time it's the camp.
This spot is literally next level. I'm gonna show you. Just went for a little swim to cool off because it's been pretty hot. Check this out. We're parked right over here, but it's all about the view. This is our view. Just went for a little swim over there. It was great. We're nicely cooled off.
Yeah. It's almost paradise.
Almost paradise.
After driving around Yucatan for 2 weeks, this was the single best location we had. Sandy beach, a decent breeze, and no one to bother us. The world is getting so busy. Spots like this are getting harder and harder to find. I wonder what we'll see in the rest of Central America. From our semi-secret spot on the Caribbean coast, we are moving east to the lesser-known destination of Las Coloradas. It takes a couple hours, but at least the roads are in good condition.
We made it to Las Coloradas, and this is quite a cute little town, but there is something very cool about this town as well.
Yep, there's a salt mine here, salt factory, that turn the waters pink. They've got their own little pools where they harvest the salt. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get some good footage of it.
Yeah, let's see if we can make it a little closer. From here on, we'll probably have to pay.
Yeah, I think so, because it's all private property. I don't think we can go any further.
No, and it is quite expensive. It's 320 pesos a person.
Yeah, that's way too much to go see some pink water. Let's try something else.
Doing research for this after the fact, turns out that the pink color is natural, as brine shrimp, plankton, and red algae inhabit these pools. And if you're lucky, you can see flamingos here in the summer. Taking advantage of the calm area and cool breeze, we decide to stay a little longer and see what else this humble community has to offer. White sand that stretches for miles along a beach that almost seems abandoned, as the boats have not been used in a long time. Perhaps the fishermen have been converted into salt miners.
Look at where we are. We are in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the jungle, and we are parked over here with Andrea and Sebastian, who are a German couple that bought this place and is making a beautiful campground off of it. But today we are all by ourselves and there are some lovely surprises here. So let's go and check that out. Oh, first of all, there is a lovely outdoor shower. I already took nice advantage of it. Look at this. Nice. Brr. Haven't had a rain shower in a while. Ooh, it's nice and hot. And then there's an outdoor working toilet. Love it. But the biggest surprise is yet to come. They have their own cenote here. Oh my god. So this is the entrance to the cenote. We've been there yesterday and we know it's kind of narrow and a little bit scary. So we're gonna turn on the light first. And this is the way to go. I hope I can fit with my whole bag. That's what I'm a bit worried about.
It's rather tight and difficult with gear, but it's all part of the adventure.
All right, made it down, but that's not all. Now the cool part starts. Got this. So there's a hanging bridge to go down to the bottom of the cenote before we can swim. Apparently we're not alone.
Oh, cool. We don't usually see cenotes from this high up.
The owners Andrea and Sebastian did a phenomenal job putting this place together to make it accessible for travelers and campers. And in fact, they are looking for individuals to help with the construction of their camp, and food is included. We'll put the location in the description if you're interested in helping. Another cenote all to ourselves. I think we are finally figuring out how to beat the heat in the hottest month here in Yucatan. Again, the water is 10 degrees cooler than the air, and it's a relief. And of course, we are elegant as always. Still entranced by the pillars of light shining down from the world above, it's the main topic every time we venture into the depths of these cenotes. And of course, like the rest of them, we have our swimming catfish friends that are not afraid of us despite the size difference. The Yucatan Peninsula has thousands of cenotes, and we only visited a couple. There is so much left to explore.
So it looks like that was our time in the Yucatan Peninsula. We spent our time in this amazing campsite with a beautiful cenote all to ourselves. But now we're heading back out of Yucatan to Quintana Roo. We have a house sit in Playa del Carmen that we're going to spend a few weeks in. Lindsay's parents are coming all the way from Belgium to visit us, and we have a lot of things planned while we're there, so stay tuned. It's going to be pretty cool.
Next time on Just Trav'lin, we are on our last stretch of our time in Mexico. We are relaxing after 7 months on the road. We are visiting family, and we are in much anticipation for what's next. We hope you are too.